What it do, what it is, what it ain't. Thanks for listening to the latest episode of the Get Right Podcast. Don't forget to follow and subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to get notifications of new content. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you dig? Cue the music. Yo, what it do, what it is, what it ain't. It's your boy T's, the Get Right Podcast, man. And of course, we never rolling solo. Got the homie Rod, the Brain Trust. What's some 3 words, bro?
What up, though?
Yes, sir. And then, missing the action yet again, a.k.a. Kawhi Leonard, a.k.a. Mr. Misconception, a.k.a. the boy DC, man. So, for him, since he absent, playing hooky. Shout out to the 80s, man. He down south doing his thing, man, hanging out with the chillin'. So, man, shout out to him, man. But Rod, how you feeling, bro? NFL playoffs, man. We had the prediction, Lions, Ravens. Obviously, the Commanders got an upset, bro. How you feel about the season, bro? Overall, did you feel this Super Bowl bust season?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But, reality sets in. Like, I tried to be positive and say, oh, we still got enough offense to make it. But the reality is, man, like, the defense is just too depleted. And when you have we'll call it a bad offensive game from a turnover standpoint, you still scored over 30 points. But in the normal playoff setting, 30 points should be enough to win a game. But when you can't stop the other team, it's tough.
Yep.
The old saying is true, and I think people that don't know ball, they try to masquerade around it. Defense wins championships, bro.
Yeah, all day.
That will never change.
They say it's cliche and all of that.
It's the truth. It's the truth. If I can stop you more than you can stop me, that's the recipe for success. The problem was, self-inflicted wounds for the Lions yesterday, and they were due for that type of game. They definitely were, and I didn't want to speak it into existence, but I was a little nervous going into the playoffs, not having a ton of games like that where we shot ourselves in the foot. Obviously, we had Tennessee, but Houston. That's what I meant.
Houston,
bro. But
that was the one, bro. What they had 6 turnovers, 6 turnovers.
Yeah,
I should have lost that game. If you look at, you never watched it on TV and you opened up ESPN or for those reading the newspaper still, and you seen like how many turnovers. You read the stat sheet and didn't know what the score is. They lose.
Yeah, man. So it's tough for sure. Heartbroken. I had a feeling, and again, I tried to remain positive, but in the back of my mind, I had a feeling after that Buffalo game. I said, bro, I don't think we're going to make it because we can't get into a shootout every single game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You saw how easy San Fran was moving on us, and luckily we created some turnovers. But we had 0 turnovers this game and, four turnovers on our end. You can't win like that in the playoffs, bro. I don't care how you look at the other team. If they're in the playoffs, there's an opportunity, and that's the beauty of a one-game elimination. It's also the crushing part about a one-game elimination because if we play each other 10 times, we probably take that 8 out of 10. But there's always that opportunity to lay an egg, and that's exactly what we did. Like we picked the day to play our worst game overall. I'm not just gonna say worst offensive, defensive, special. All 3 phases of the game was the worst collectively. Coaching, you can't get 12 men on the field on 4th and 2. A game-changing drive. You got your wide receiver throwing a flea flicker. You just like those things which you praise them throughout the season for doing, and you can't say, oh man, it's a dumb play when it doesn't work. That's just how it is when you're gutsy, bro. Like it works majority of the time. It's just in the time when you really needed it, it didn't work. and that's where we're at, man. So I'm proud of the boys how they fought through. There's a lot of people that screaming same old Lions. I hate fans. I really do.
People spoil, bro. People spoil, get
Well,
spoiled fast. Let me say that. Get spoiled real fast.
I try to stay off the internet and stuff when sports is happening, but fans are the dumbest people on earth, bro. I'm like, y'all don't know ball. And that go to Michigan fans, man, crazy. Lions fans, I'm sure any other fan bases that I don't follow. It just they don't know ball, bro, and it bothers me.
We can
It's
throw Alabama in there.
eh,
I see the board, bro. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Where people call for, a coach head to
yeah,
be fired, and it's like the season not even over yet. It's change. Change is constant. You spoiled to an extent now that you're winning. So you're
yeah.
used to that, and that's cool. But also, you got to take the losses that come with those wins too.
For sure, for sure. And there's everybody that's blaming Dan Campbell. They're blaming the coordinators. They're blaming Jared Goff. It's
Yeah.
a team collective, man. Like, yeah, there was some bad coaching mistakes in there, but guess what? Most coaches
Mhm.
have bad mistakes throughout a game. You just overcome them. There
Yep.
was some questionable calls when it came to the offensive game plan,
Right.
but it's part of it. You know what I mean? You had one trick play that went for 60 yards. You know what I mean? And
For a tutty.
for a tutty, bro. And
Easy.
then this one, if JMO makes a decision to either keep it or just throw it away, we're not talking about it. So at some point, players have to execute, and at some point, you just gotta say it wasn't our night, bro. Like it wasn't our night, and it sucks that it happened at the time that it happened. But last night, that's just what it was. You know what I mean? And you get these fans that saying same old Lions, like bro, like the Lions wouldn't win 15 games if it was the same old Lions, bro. We won a lot of close games. We had to come back on games. We had to overcome 5 turnovers. We had to overcome losing Hutch, losing Ekleen McNeil, losing Carlton Davis,
Keep
losing
going.
Amik Robinson,
Keep going.
losing Davenport, losing
Keep going.
Rodriguez, losing Anzalone at one point, losing
Montgomery.
Montgomery, losing Dorsey,
You,
losing
you keep
I'm
going, bro.
yeah, I'm missing somebody else too. I said Rodriguez, so 18 people on IR, bro. That's and you called it. You know what I mean? I was trying to
About
be
the injuries,
optimistic.
yeah. I was like,
Yeah, I was
I was
trying to
worried
be
of that.
optimistic, but you got to think of all we lost, and we still managed to get the number one seed and overcome those things. At some point, it catches up with you, and that's what happened, bro. So, shout out to the Lions. It was a Super Bowl or bust season, so that 15 win season is for naught. Like you don't get a participation trophy.
Yeah.
So now we regroup. Hopefully, I even seen somebody saying something about get a better strength and conditioning trainer. Like, how dumb do you sound? I seen 4 people break a bone, bro. How is that strength and conditioning? What,
Five.
5 people.
Because you count the jaw. You count
Yeah,
across the
that's
jaw.
true. 5 people break
Five.
a bone, bro. Like
It
it
happens.
in 4 of those 5, maybe all 5, but 4 of those 5, because I can't remember. I can't remember if Davis got caught in friendly fire, but 4 of those 5 was friendly fire, bro. Your own teammate just trying to make a play with you trying to make a play, and y'all somehow collide and break a bone, bro. Like I try not to believe in curses, bro, but God, if this don't have like Bobby Lane curse written all over it, I thought that was gone. Man, how do you? It's like unbelievable that people are going to have injuries. Yeah, people are going to be hurt. Strength and conditioning can help with injuries.
Yeah, we're
Not
talking
even not even
ligaments. We're talking
injuries. I'm just
ligaments and stuff
saying,
like that,
yeah,
stretching. But bones, there's no strength
yeah,
and conditioning coach that's gonna help you with
no,
your bones. It's a
exactly.
freak accident, unfortunately.
Freak accident, and we just kept having it happen. You know what I mean? ACLs going out. It's been a journey, bro. We'll see, man. I really I don't know. I thought Buffalo was gonna make it. We'll see if they make it, but the way that the Ravens looked last week, and granted it was against Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh's has looked like hot garbage the last
Mm.
6 weeks of the season, I would say. I don't know. We'll see how they show up against Buffalo. It's gonna be snowy, so I don't know. It could go either way. If it is, I think I picked Buffalo last week, so I'm
You
sticking
did.
with Buffalo
Baltimore
making it.
on that snow.
I
We got to
hope you're
run the
right.
ball. King Henry.
I hope you're right, but
He built for it.
I don't know.
He built for it.
I think Josh Allen. At some point, he's got a Josh Allen. You know what I mean? Josh Allen has to
Oh, have a
Josh
couple
Allen at some point.
turnovers.
He
He
has
got to
to.
have a couple turnovers.
Yeah, he
I mean,
has to.
maybe he's gotten out of that funk, bro. You know, and good for him if he has. You know, he's understood that and got out of his own way. And not try to wear the cape, because that's where he gets in trouble. He tries to put the
Yeah,
cape on for every play, and it doesn't work. I think he
yeah,
has a supporting cast. They're not mega superstars or anything like that, but they're supporting cast like James Cook. You know,
yeah. Good.
you have Amari Cooper. He's
Hmm.
a receiver. No one don't want to talk about him, but he's still a dog. You know, they got some good tight ends
Yeah,
as well. I think Kincaid from Utah came out of Utah, super dude. Like, he got supporting cast. He doesn't have to force feed one individual or two individuals. Everything's spread
hmm.
out. But again, Josh Allen could be Josh Allen. We'll
At some
see.
point, man.
It could be late in the game, and he's trying to make a play that he just
Yeah,
really didn't need to have to make that play,
yeah.
and it could happen. I think Lamar is more. I think Lamar knows now he doesn't have to wear the cape because he got 22. I think
Well,
that's his
yeah.
reassurance now that he's like, man, I gotta do this. Nah, give it to 22. Get out of his
Well,
way.
yeah, I think that helps for sure. When you have a bruiser back that you don't have to.
He ain't got thrown in the snow.
Well, you don't have to depend on him running all the time either,
That
because
part, yeah, that's when Lamar used to try to,
uh,
Tecmo Bowl. I always think of a Tecmo Bowl. You know, he used to run from sideline to sideline to sideline to sideline, just trying to juke
yeah,
out people. He don't have to do that no more.
yeah.
I think
So
that's what makes it better. And to say how you open up the show, bro, Baltimore defense is crazy.
yeah, yeah. Defense wins championships. You know what I mean? They got some ballers on that side,
They are
and
crazy.
we'll see, man. We'll see. If it's a snow game, Josh Allen played very well the last snow
Yeah,
game,
he plays. He's
and
dope in the snow.
he's killer with the legs too. Like they're a pretty equal matchup. Like the AFC is going to be a toss up. I know people are tired of seeing the Chiefs, but you know what I mean. Patty Mahomes he's who he is. Kelsey is who he is, bro. Like
Man,
if you have those two on the field at any time on offense, you have a chance. And their defense been playing lights out all year, so we'll see, man. I'm sticking with the Bills for now.
yeah.
I will love to see the Ravens go.
Mm.
Obviously, I'm a hardball guy. You know what I mean? I'll root for the
You
hardballs.
keep it in the circle. Keep it in
Oh
the
yeah,
circle.
yeah, you know what I mean. I like all the hardballs, bro. Jack, John, Jim. I take them all, man. Those my guys. So I would love to see them go again and get it done for Lamar for sure. But
Mm.
man, that Bills team looks like they're a team on a mission.
They are. They want to get
And
back. I will say this is probably the revenge tour for the Bills,
yeah,
if any team to pick. But what does that exactly mean though? Like, you got to get through Baltimore, and I think, like,
you got to.
I hope they're not looking ahead, because I know the Bills want to get back on Kansas City.
I
But
don't think they will. I don't think they
looking
will.
ahead, bro, because that guy number 22 gonna end up putting 200 on you.
Well, I think they'll be prepared. One thing I will say about Josh Allen in the playoffs, I know he hasn't won. Usually, it's because of Mahomes,
And Burrow,
and usually it's a battle. You know what I mean? It ain't like it's whoever has the ball last or has the last opportunity. It's what it's come down to
mhm.
over so many different matchups. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's their year to make it at least. I don't know if they'll
Yeah.
win it all. I think the winner comes out the AFC now that the Lions are gone.
Yeah, who you think coming out the NFC as you think about that though? Like, none of the lines are gone. You got the
Philly,
Rams, got Philly, got
Philly,
Commanders.
Philly. Unfortunately, I don't want to see Philly go. I would like to actually see the Commanders make it. I'm a Jaden Daniels guy, but they got my guy over on Michigan. He got 2 interceptions on his. I was
And I'm not
conflicted on that.
because he went to LSU. I ain't rocking with
Yeah, yeah.
Jaden.
You know what I mean? He's
Just
cool.
cause,
He's cool. I like him. I like
just
his.
cause. I like him overall though, man.
Yeah,
He's super
yeah.
talented, man. As a
He's
fan preference, because he went to LSU.
he's a
Um,
young, and I'm not saying more polished Lamar now, but he's a young, more polished Lamar coming out. Like Lamar was
Mm.
still um I don't want to
I
say
would say
prime.
compared to who they had in the past, and there's no slight to him because we talked about it. He didn't get a lot of love. He's a more polished RG3.
I don't know. RG3 was pretty polished coming out too.
He was,
In,
but I think
in
I think Jaden a
injuries,
little. I think a little, yeah, injuries,
it
but I
just
think
injuries got him.
I think Jaden a little bit more polished. And
Um,
RG might have had a longer career before
yeah,
these with the with the
I
rule
think
changes for the quarterback.
yeah, I think injuries hurt RG3, and then he also, his team wasn't as good as I think this team is built around him. Like
Hell no.
Jaden has weapons for sure, and their defense is solid. They're not stellar, you know what I mean, but
Yeah,
they're
I don't know who RG Theory had on that team.
nobody.
Like I could at least name one co-star now, Brian Robinson. Or obviously they even take Brian Robinson away, not even be biased from Bama.
Yeah, you got Scary
T
Terry.
Mac, yeah,
You got Scary
he
Terry.
he nice.
You got
So
um you
oh,
got
Damani Brown, yeah.
Brown. Yeah. He got some weapons, you know what I mean? He is in a prime position to do something special, man. I think he can make it. I mean, they can beat Philly or the Rams. If the Rams, I think
Come
they
down to
have a
one
better
game.
I think they have a better shot against the Rams than Philly. And I'm not counting the Rams out of that Philly game. The Rams is the one team in the playoffs that I did not want to see, honestly.
Yeah, they got too many weapons. Low key, they got too many weapons, but no
Yeah.
one wants to acknowledge that.
If you're a ball knower, I hope you would acknowledge it.
You know, I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no one even wants to acknowledge that, bro. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Stafford is he's surgical, bro. Like I know there's a lot
Surgical.
of Detroit fans that had they whatever about Stafford. You know what I mean? I was never the Stafford cheerleader, but I also was never the Stafford hater as well. You know what I mean? I knew what his supporting cast was. He definitely shortened Megatron career. I tell you that. He used to get that man killed. But I always thought Stafford was best in the 2 minute offense because he don't have time to think. He's a gunslinger. And with the
Mm,
receivers that he have and the offensive game plan that McVay runs, it is perfect
match
for
made in
him.
heaven. So
Perfect for him. And he's you know what I mean, he's dangerous. He's dangerous in the playoffs. The thing they have in Philly though is it's supposed to be a snowstorm, I believe. I didn't check it
yeah, supposed to get some snow
today.
out there in Philly too.
Yeah,
Yep.
he sucks in the snow. He's terrible in the snow.
Yeah,
So,
you had them gloves on.
yeah, so Philly may take that one. I'm not a strong believer in Philly as most people seem to be. I don't. I think they're cool. I think Saquon is a beast. I think they have weapons for sure. I know Jalen's your guy, but I'm not 100%
Yeah,
sold on Jalen. And I don't think their coach is
Sirianni.
as I don't think he is as good as they make him out to be. You know what I mean? So
I think Saquon is what Derrick Henry is for Lamar. Saquon to Jalen Hurts is what Derrick Henry is for
mm-hmm,
Lamar. Lamar's better than Jalen Hurts, though, so don't get it twisted. I ain't gonna use no bias pick on that.
mm-hmm.
However, like I think Saquon takes Jalen's game to the next level because now he doesn't have to try to force it to AJ or anybody else. My other guy Devontae out there, but nah, man, just let Saquon do his thing too. You know what I'm saying? He's a playmaker as a receiver, a runner, everything. So like, let him
Well,
do what he need to do to calm you down.
that would be the game plan. I would make Jalen Hurts beat me, and if I lose to him, I lose to him. But I would put it on him.
That's
Like
what everybody's saying. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
that's
he's
what.
done it before. He's done it before, but that's the past.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's the
matter.
pass.
Yeah, it
And
don't matter.
that's the pass. Like that's I would make him beat me. Philly's defense is really good. I mean they're freaking
Yeah.
They're Georgia, bro. They got the Georgia defense from
They
from
got like 4 5 players.
2021. Yeah,
Yeah, they got
they
like four
got
five players on that team, man.
like their whole starting team damn near is Georgia,
They
and
all
then
got a national championship.
yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of them were on that 21 team. Like
Hey.
so, you got Georgia's defense, and then you add playmakers like Blankenship, and then you got Slay back there. Obviously, you got
Cooper, man. What's like
yeah
Cooper?
Dejean, yeah
Man,
Cooper
that dude
Dejean.
crazy, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'm becoming
yeah,
a
I
fan
know.
of him more and more every time I see him play. I'm like, oh, that dude nice, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
How did he
So,
not lead the state of Iowa? That's crazy.
well, he wasn't a high recruit. You know what I mean? That goes either to the development of Iowa or You know what I mean? Just
Yeah, for sure.
some people are late bloomers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was the case, but I know when
He crazy nice though, bro.
yeah,
He crazy
yeah,
nice.
yeah, he can return kicks.
He do
He can do it all.
everything.
Yeah.
Like shit. He crazy nice, bro. I don't know how. Yeah.
So Philly, I mean Philly is a yeah, they can definitely take it to the Super Bowl again. I still will give the nod to whoever from the AFC. I still give the nod to them, but Philly could make a run out of the three teams left right now. I would say they would have the best odds.
Coming
But
up
it,
in NFC.
yeah, but
Yeah.
again, you can't count Stafford out, especially with the receiving core that he has and the running back core that he has. You can't count the Commanders out, bro. We tried to as Detroit fans.
Everyone has, man. I guess I don't know. They're trying to prove everybody wrong. They're a young team. They're trying to prove everybody wrong. I mean, we'll see what happens.
They get a better
Um,
defense though. That's yeah. I don't see it happening. And the Rams defense has come along, so
mhm.
I think they're definitely better than Detroit was at the moment. And I know for sure Philly defense is better. So
Yeah.
it will be hard for Jaden to do the things that he did against those two teams. Um,
We'll
Definitely
see.
better secondary on both sides of the ball on both teams. I mean, we'll see though. It's the playoffs again, one game elimination, so anything can happen.
It can. Speaking of anything can happen, man. Before we, end the segment on sports, bro. Coach Prime, his name's Sterling, coming to Dallas. I would love to hear what DC had to say. I know he gonna be listening. You think he leaving Colorado, man, going to Dallas, or you think Cowboys gonna look elsewhere with the other candidates they interviewing, like Kellen Moore and some other folks they, plan to have a conversation with?
Nah,
Think so? All right. I think he's staying too. I hope, me personally, hope he stay. I know he made that, announcement a few weeks ago that, he was like, it's like a bike. I got my kickstand down.
yeah, and I mean, money toss though, so you can throw any amount of money, and I think he would leave, and you throw in that man, we'll get Shador and Shiloh. They ain't getting Trav, but you throw in we'll get Shador and Shiloh with the whatever amount of money that they'll throw at him. He'll leave
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, but Dallas gonna have to give up everything because they ain't got a high pick. So you're gonna have to trade up. You're gonna have to give up some assets. And as a GM, right? If you're a GM, you're going to ask for those assets because I have what you want. You know what I'm saying? Or you have what I want. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm Jerry Jones and I know you have what I want, it's like you can be like, bro, I need this, and this.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what
Cause I'll
pick they
definitely ask for
have.
Micah Parsons because I'll be disrespectful to you, right? And I need Micah Parsons, bro. This is what you want. You trying to appease Dion, you trying to get it. Man, I need Micah Parsons, bro. Nah, I don't think Jerry's silly enough to do that. I hope not.
Nah, but I mean Micah's on his last year, so
Hmm.
I don't know. You never know. Like Micah might be out anyway. I know he said that was his dream team to play for, but you want to play for a contender too. Like the ultimate goal is to win a Super Bowl, and if you can go to a team that's ready now, that can go in and don't have turnover, that has stability, and they offer you the amount of money that you're looking for, it's a business. So
All day, all day. I mean, Saquon, perfect example.
the Giants hold Saquon, so
Yeah, he
they
had to leave
paid
though.
Daniel Jones. Yeah, they paid Daniel Jones over
He had to
paying
go. He
Saquon
had to
Barkley.
go.
I don't understand that move, and I know the NFL was trying to devalue the running back position. And thank God, like running backs run the NFL this year. I know they try to still make it a quarterback league, but look what Derrick Henry did. Look what Saquon's done. Look at
Josh
Jameer
Jacobs of Green
Gibbs.
Bay, Jameer Gibbs,
Yeah, uh,
and Montgomery. Just had both of
and
them in
Montgomery.
there.
Yeah,
Um,
Montgomery. If Montgomery doesn't get hurt, you know what I mean. You
trying
got
to
two
think,
thousand yard backs.
who was that other running back out there? Brian Robinson doing this thing in Washington. It was a lot of them running back. Oh, we just talked about in Buffalo. James Cook do this thing in
Cook.
Buffalo.
Uh,
It's been a lot of running backs that's been making a statement, man, for their organ. Oh, Vikings. That's my guy. Dreads. Aaron Jones.
yeah, Aaron Jones had a
Uh,
decent season.
Key. Key in Minnesota. We can keep going, bro. Like there's a lot of running backs who showed up this year, man. Oh, Pachenko. Forget about him in Kansas City. He's a
Always.
problem.
Kareem Hunt too came back with a
Kareem
vengeance.
came back off the streets.
Hmm
They got that man off the streets. He's chilling at the crib. Yeah. GMs, owners, they're gonna have to reassess those things, man, when you start thinking about a running back and how
Joe
not important they are.
Joe
Oh, Joe Mixon
Mixon.
in Houston. See,
Hmm
we can talk about this forever because they all been showing up. They all had a great
Yeah.
year and been showing up. And so, yeah, gonna have to start paying them guys, man. And speaking of payment, switch over to NCAA. You know, we got MLK on MLK Day. We got Notre Dame and we got the Ohio State Buckeyes. And also, as they're gonna after the national championship game, you know, with the NIL thing, they're gonna revisit those things, i.e., amounts of pay. But also the main topic they're gonna be talking about, listening to Pat McAfee, the portal. Should it be once a year, twice a year, 3 times a year? You know, right now it's 3, and then it could be 4 if a coach, leaves or gets fired and all those things. So they're looking to try to shave it down to at least 1. I don't think 1's gonna work. I think 2 may be let's meet in the middle. What you thinking, bro? What do you think about that? And they're saying like the conversation is having the portal open up after all the bowl games. That includes the national championship. So that way you still have a roster in December for those playing bowl games in December and early January. So I think it'll be a good idea. Like 6 days right after the bowl, national championship, and then another one in the spring.
It should only be one portal.
Mhm.
Personally, if you're gonna even have a portal, like what's the point of the portal when most of the people
Yeah.
don't like? Realistically, these guys are coming out. Majority of them are coming out knowing where they're going. So what's the point of even going to
Mhm.
the portal? There's a kid that went to Miami. I can't remember what school he left. I think it was Wisconsin or somewhere. He never entered the portal, and he just transferred schools. And there's no laws that say you can't do that. So what's the point of having a portal?
As long as
Most kids get stuck there anyway, or end up at East Tennessee State University. You know what
oh
I
man, why you do that to Cade, bro? Why you do that to Cade McNamara?
mean? FK, he could have been a Michigan legend, but he started running his mouth after he left, bro. So FK, you know
Yeah,
what I
he
mean?
did. He did talk that talk and went to Iowa, and
Yeah,
of course, be careful because karma will catch you.
hundred
It didn't work
percent.
out, and he lost his job there, and now he's transferring again. And that's the bad part, right?
Yeah,
With about 600 to 700 kids going to the portal, only about 100 to 115 get picked up.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm
So that
talking Division 1A, right? And now the rest of these kids, we don't know what happens to them. You end up going to East Tennessee State University, and we not
hmm
bashing East Tennessee State University. We're just talking about 1A to 1AA.
yeah,
And so now you're going there, you kind of get forgotten. Like you're gonna have to. He's going to have one of the most phenomenal breakout seasons, like Carson Wentz at North Dakota State, a Josh Allen at Wyoming, a Steve McNair at Alcorn State type of season for scouts to like notice you.
well, K McNamara is not going to the NFL, so he can cut that out his dreams, bro.
Never say never. But
He
I mean, if that's his plan though, like he's going to have like this a Joe Burrow type of season at LSU at that school.
he is not going to the NFL.
All right, that's
I
fair.
I would have told you that coming out of Michigan, he will be playing for the Michigan Panthers or one of those AFL
Oh, with
places.
the Rock.
Yeah, but he is not going to the National Football League. I can tell you that. I
Yeah,
tell you that from if he
the
was a
eye test.
Michigan quarterback, like he's not.
The
He's
eye
not
test.
that guy.
Yeah.
K- Cade has never been that guy. He was good for what we needed him for in that time frame when we had him that 1 year, and we had elite running backs at that time, an elite running game. We didn't need Cade to do anything but hand the ball off and make a throw here and there. You know what I mean? And he did what he was supposed to. And again, he beat Ohio State. He could have gone down as a Michigan legend, salute, but then he started running his mouth after he left. So it's F you now. You know what I mean? That's what you get. But I would say once a year for the portal,
Yeah.
and just make it after spring. You know what I mean? After spring ball, because what's the point of having a winter and a spring? Like spring is April, right?
Yeah.
It's
And
it opens up in April. There's
they're
no need to open it up twice,
yeah. So the
especially if
winter one
you.
is for those who are like, okay, the bowl game over, we lost. You already know people in their feelings. I didn't play that game, and now I wanna go start elsewhere. Literally just happened now. The tight end for the University of Texas is a
Yeah,
perfect example, and they were talking about that. His name is Amari Knight Black. He was at Bama first,
yeah,
Saban recruit. Left after 2 years, went to Texas. Was just here, and then you already know. I can't remember my man name. What's Gunnar Ham? Whatever.
yeah,
Tight end, nice. By the way, you're not starting Amari. This guy right here is better. Now, guess what he just did? He just entered the portal this morning.
yeah. So again, spring, bro. Like if you feel like you want to leave, spring is when the portal opens up.
Hmm.
You can put your name in what January we'll call it after everything's said and done.
Yeah.
But it's not going to officially open up till the spring, until after spring ball, because now you have it to where you have, well, December at the moment. You have the December portal, and then you come back again in April for those guys who I guess figure they're not going to start. Yeah, we want to stick with our team, but we only want to stick with our team to see if we can compete. But if I lose that competition, now I'm entering the portal. You got guys that enter the portal in December and then enter again in April. Like that's just silly.
Mhm.
Like
Oh, it's just happening. It's December and January. Guys just enter in December, then enter again in January.
yeah, it's
It's,
silly, man. Like it really is taking the fun out of college football, and college football has always been my
mhm.
first love. You know what I mean? And I love the NFL too, but I used to think the game, we're gonna put the quotations on it, but was more pure. Obviously, we know that's not 100% accurate, but it is more of a foundational building, right? You grow a lot, or at least supposed to grow a lot in your
Yeah.
college years. You know what I mean? You're taking on adolescent kids and turning them into young men.
Hmm.
And I used to think that was such a powerful tool. But in today's game, that's not the case. And then
Hmm.
there was more pride. You know what I mean? You played for the name on the front versus the name on the back, where it has completely reversed. And in most schools, there are some schools that still have a pretty solid foundation. Unfortunately, those two schools that's in the national championship have that. They don't entertain a ton of transfers, and I know people like to throw out the $20 million number on Ohio, but really 20 million was to keep their roster. You know what I mean? That was to keep the guys that was about to leave to the NFL to come back. You know, Michigan
Yeah.
style. I'm sure Michigan spent some money on getting Mikey and Chris Jenkins and all those guys to come back that fifth year where we won a national championship. So the foundation of what college football is, hopefully there are schools that's going to be able to continue that tradition, but there are going to be some rules needed to be in place for the transfer portal once a year, and a limit on how many times you should be able to transfer and play immediately. You know what I mean? You can transfer. You don't have to sit though. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. I sound like an old geezer,
2 weeks
but
in a row, getting off my grass.
yeah, yeah. But there has to be balance. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's a free for all. I'm not saying there shouldn't be a portal at all, and I'm not saying kids shouldn't get paid. What I'm saying is there needs to be boundaries to make people face adversity.
And accountability. That's the word that came to mind for me was accountability.
There's
Be
none right
accountable for
now.
your actions. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not hustling hard enough, that's on you. And you know what you need to be
Yeah,
doing, bro. You know what you gotta do.
and there's beauty in waiting your turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's beauty of seeing what others have to go through to play at the level that they play at, and sticking it out. You know what I mean? That's why you have to respect. And I don't care how you feel about him, but you gotta respect Arch Manning, bro. Like Arch can go
Real talk.
anywhere.
He could go anywhere in the country, bro. And he's just like, I'm gonna sit too.
Yeah. Now, if Ewers would have came back, I don't know if he would have said again, but
He
um,
gave you two though.
he gave you two, which is, man, that's normal in college football.
Yep.
Like that is normal. It is rare that you come in as a freshman and be an impact player at the quarterback position. There's other positions usually that can maybe
Yeah, I
step
got the
in.
cool freshman
Yeah,
receiver, running
yeah,
back, stuff like that. But as a
receiver.
quarterback,
As a
nah.
quarterback, there's so much you have to learn that if you put somebody out there, and this is, you know, the scare with Bryce as well. If you put somebody out there too early you could ruin their career, ruin their confidence, and it's hard to build back up from that. Like how many 5-star plus players have we seen come out and then you actually get them in the game and it's like, uh-oh, that doesn't look good. You know what I mean? You might see some attributes, but you know,
Blake
they're
Barnett comes to mind for me at Alabama. You probably say,
yeah,
who the hell's Blake Barnett?
I don't know who
Guy that
that
lost his
is.
job to Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm
See what I'm
saying? But
saying?
Blake Barnett was deemed the guy. He was given the keys to that Maserati. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? After who left after that? My man AJ McCarron. Before
yeah,
that, they wanted. They was like, man, Blake Barnett. This is the guy, bro. 5-star coming out of Cali, Blake Barnett. Then there's this 4-star kid from Texas on the roster who says, I'm probably better than you. I'm about to outplay you and out compete. And
see,
then he transferred to like 3 different schools, and I don't know what
yeah,
Blake Barnett
man.
to, bro.
There's
Tate
probably
Martell.
I was about to say, yeah, there's probably a ton of those names, a ton of Blake Barnetts that if we think about it, we can go through and be like, yeah, you was this high touted recruit,
Mm-hmm.
and let's say they started their freshman year or started playing too early, had a terrible game. Now their confidence is shot for the rest
Yeah,
of the time. You know what I mean?
because those fans.
I mean, they're brutal. We just talked about them,
Yep,
man. Like they
those
don't know
fans. You
ball, but
know it.
they'll get on you.
Yep.
So you know what I mean? I think there has to be something like something. Now, I'm not saying just go and put restrictions on everything, but have some sort of guides in place that hold these guys accountable. I even like what Sark said, and shout out to Sark, got him a nice fat contract extension. But at Michigan, you can enter the portal, weigh some options, and take your name out, or you can come back like we've brought players back. They'll transfer it
Right.
out, and they'll come back. Sark said, "You enter the portal. You tell me you don't want to be here. Ain't no coming back." You know what I mean? Once your name is in there, you're gone. I
Cutting the
like
porch
that.
light off.
Yeah, I like that. I personally like that. It's no need to say, yeah, I don't want to play for the University of Texas and play with my brothers, and then because you found out the grass is not greener, say, oh yeah, I want to come back home or I want to take my name out. Nah, keep that same energy, bro. You ain't want to
Mm,
compete. You ain't want to compete. Go find you somewhere else that's gonna let you not
I
compete.
agree, and I believe in second chances. You know, Caden Proctor, he was at Bama. He transferred to Iowa because that's where he's from. Left tackle. The
Yeah,
grass wasn't greener.
tampering.
Yeah, and there was some tampering there. Man, Iowa ain't gonna admit it. We know what it is.
Yeah, they
Comes back.
self-imposed. They
Yeah,
self-imposed.
but he comes back, right? This is, I think, Kalen DeBoer is probably one of the nicest guys ever because he's not Coach Saban when it comes to that. I'm getting in your face.
Mm-hmm.
However, I like the fact that he was like, "Yo, we're gonna put you on. We putting you on third on the depth chart, and so this spring or summer you gotta earn it back." And then the captains on the team met with him and was like, "Hey man, we love that you back, but yeah, bro, you gotta earn it, bro. Like you gotta regain our trust." And so he didn't get into the starting lineup until week 3 of the season. So like he had to earn it from spring, summer, show up, first person on time, academics right. Like everybody held him accountable, bro, because you left. So like you got to prove that you want to be here, or is it just because you just wanted to come back because you're comfortable? You get what I'm saying? You want to come back because you're comfortable here. You want to come
Mm-hmm.
back because you want to play. Earn it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
So I like that part. I like that part.
The
But I
boy's trying to
understand what
be.
Sark. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
He a
the
nice guy,
boy's
bro.
the boy's trying to be Coach Carter, bro. Letting Cruz back on the team.
Yeah.
You know what
He
I
had to earn it
mean?
though. He had to earn it though. He
Yeah,
had to earn
yeah.
it. And I'm okay with that. But I guarantee you there's some other players like, man, I gotta do all this. Man, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
Again. I'm out again. I was a starter
Mm-hmm.
last year. That was last year, bro. But you left. And we had to make roster changes. So we moving forward with the people we got. Now if you want to earn it, go outwork these people.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at either scenario.
Yeah. But
I'm
I'm
not
okay
mad
with
at
Sark
Stark.
saying that. Hey.
Like because I do believe that there's a need for people to wait their turn. You know what I mean? There's a need for people to
Mhm.
want to compete. If you earn a job, you earn a job. Now, if there's some funny stuff going on where you've earned the job and you're still not getting the time on the field, when, you know what I mean, the locker room can see you're the better quarterback and they want you as a quarterback or
Mhm.
whatever position it is. Yeah, like, yeah, that should be like if they're going to give us the best chance to win,
Yeah.
you should be playing. I get it. But then again, there's still some adversity of saying, okay, I can handle this.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a time, if your goal is to get to the NFL, there's going to be a time where you have a franchise quarterback that you may have to sit behind, or the all pro corner, or, you know what I mean, Pro Bowl offensive lineman, whoever it is, you may have to sit behind that person. And you may think you're outworking them and maybe look and say, I think I'm better than that person. You got to go out and earn it, because that person has earned it and they've showed they belong there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Also learn, bro. I mean, it's your guy. I'm gonna get it. If anybody that wants to know what adversity looks like and to go earn it, go talk to Tom Brady.
Yeah, 100%. There's a book that
Yeah, they had to sit behind a $30 million quarterback. At that time, it was
100%.
big money, but they $30 million quarterback and Drew Bledsoe. You sit and learn, bro.
But guess what? He learned how to handle that adversity too
Mm-hmm.
at Michigan. You know what I mean? He
Oh yeah,
had
because
to
he wasn't hurt. He was like the bottom
nah
depth chart wise. Like he wasn't coming in
nah
as like the starter. They
nah,
was kind of like, you gotta work your way up.
nah, he wasn't at the bottom. He was like a, in today's world, probably considered a 4-star recruit.
Yeah, I mean not
And
star recruit. I'm talking about the depth chart when he got there though. He wasn't like
well, he had to
he
sit
was like
behind a couple people. He had to sit
yeah,
behind,
he was sitting behind some people.
Brian Greasy, and you know what I mean. He won a national championship with Brian Greasy. He came in that year as a freshman. The next year, everybody expected him to get the nod, which he did. He started. Then he got pulled. You know what I mean? Really, the highest outside of Bryce Underwood, the highest recruit that we've ever had in the history of Michigan, which was Drew Henson. You know what I mean?
The Yankees pitcher.
Yeah, Yankees
Yep.
pitchers, sexy name, big time arm, big time, recruit. So he had to, go back and forth with that. But again, he learned how to deal with adversity and come through it. You know what I mean? There's a book that
Mhm.
I'm listening to right now called Staying Sane in an Insane World, that's forwarded by Tom Brady, but it's written by Greg Harding, who, God rest his soul, passed away back in was it August of last year? You know what I mean? Off of routine surgery going bad. But he was
Dang.
Michigan's in-house therapist that's been there since the 80s. You know what I mean? Who helped Tom Brady become Tom Brady mentally. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay. Now I know who you're talking about. They talked about him on game day because I know Desmond Howard actually kind of,
Desmond is a big component of how Greg Harden saved him in Michigan. Charles
yeah,
Woodson.
because Desmond Howard got emotional about it. They talked
Yeah.
about it when they were saluting him. Charles Woodson as well. I don't know where that
Yeah.
came from, but Charles Woodson as well. I know he was going to transfer to
Yeah.
Miami. Didn't know that
Yeah, he
until he
was.
talked about it. Yeah, he said
Yeah.
Greg Hardy called him in and called his mama and put his mama on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
See, you could do stuff like that back then.
Yeah.
He could do stuff like that back
Yeah.
then. He's like, man, this
Yeah.
is what you want to do. This is what you want to do. But tell your mama this.
And adversity and learning how to deal with that at an early age, man. Man, it is so crucial to living this crazy life, bro, that we have.
Mm,
No matter what profession you go into, learning how to deal with that in the time where you're learning the most, I think for males is between the ages of 18 and 25, and
they say
that's
30. They say 30. Our brain hits that peak. We should be locked
uh,
in and being an adult. And so not everybody hit that peak. That's that 18 to
yeah.
25. You figuring it out, and then from 25 to 30,
Yeah.
it's like okay, all right.
So if we're allowing people between those ages of when they're learning how to become adults
Mhm.
to really dictate their own path, they're setting themselves up for failure, bro.
I'm
That's
not
how
gonna
you
say dictate
have.
their own path, bro. I think that's the softest. Yeah, that's the kindest words you ever use, right? Bro, they running away.
Yeah,
If
they
they
run.
running away, bro, let's call it what it is, bro. You ain't even dictating no path. You just running away.
Yeah, yeah.
You just choosing to run, man. And so I don't know, man. It's speaking of running away. This is a perfect segue. The culture seem to be running away. As Monday is MLK Day, we got Notre Dame. We picked Notre Dame to win last week, but also the inauguration is on MLK Day. Seems like the
Mm-hmm.
culture is running away from Snoop and Nelly right now. Um, as they're performing, Snoop just performed. Hey, Trump turning up, bro. He doing 3 balls. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But he's doing 3 of them. He has the crypto ball, which is the guy, I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he's gonna be head of AI and crypto on the staff. So just had
Okay.
the crypto ball. And we got the inauguration ball Monday. That's where Nelly will be performing. And then
Mm,
there's a ball after that on Tuesday. We turning up. We turning up. That's what he doing. So Snoop performed at the crypto ball this past weekend. The culture running away from him. A little bit saying, I can't believe this. You're doing all these things and all of that. And Snoop, through I guess his team, publicists, whomever,
mhm,
was saying, Snoop, took a step back and kind of say, man, he has in his statement, he hasn't done anything wrong to me. He also
mhm,
released some people I've been advocating to get out of prison. We talking about Harry O. And so, like, I'm making peace with it, and I'm supporting this side of it, and that's that. But a lot of people saying you should be ashamed of yourself, kind of turning your back on it. You said you wouldn't do this, and this video. You've seen the video that's been coming up since 2016 about
mhm.
those things are coming up now. But here we are. You know, like what you thinking about it? Obviously Mississippi Valley State, they're gonna be performing at the inauguration, HBCU, and then Nelly that night. Turning up, playing hot in here more than likely. But what you thinking, bro?
Honestly, could care less. Like people choose to do what they choose to do. Like everybody act like that
Mhm.
Trump is the Antichrist. Again, before he became president, all these same individuals in the music industry wanted to be him and loved him, and I'm the Black Donald Trump. So that, I mean,
That
that
was a
feeling,
bar.
yeah,
That used to always be a bar.
that feeling never really left them. Man, it's all political ploys. So, at this point, who cares, bro? Like, they gonna do what they gonna do. It ain't changing my life.
That part right there. Um, I would say for me it was I get it, bro. You gonna do what you want to do. You're an adult. You're
Mm-hmm.
grown. You're gonna make decisions where people gonna like or dislike. I think, like I said, the video where Snoop kind of came out, I was like, I'll never do that.
Mm-hmm.
That part right there is like, bro, kind of stood on that, bro. Yeah, as a publicist or just being marketing, I would say you should probably would have made I would have made a statement first and just say, hey, this was happening before they put it all out like who's performing and that's how people
Mm-hmm.
find out. Somebody on the team should have like, oh, this is what's going on. Here's what it is and here's why.
Yeah.
Now, do you owe us that explanation? No. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You're adult, you're grown. Just from the being in the media side of things, you should, prepared everybody. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you get it. You rip the band-aid off. This is what it is. You got Mississippi Valley State playing there, and people say, "Oh, it's HBCU. I should be ashamed." So forth. Two sides of the coin. Hearing it from older people in our
Mm-hmm.
generation, the younger, they was kind of like, "Well, it could help bring more light to HBCU to be down there in DC and performing like that." Of course, Howard's there, and we know who. But why can't we shed a light on us? You know what I'm saying? Whether we voted for him or not.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? And why is everybody and then the other side like, we're mad at like this president from Mississippi Valley State. We're mad at these students.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if you gotta keep the same energy and be mad at the same people that voted for Trump if you feel that way.
Yeah. And who's to say they didn't?
And it was And so so I'm like, okay, I understand that both sides, and of course, like the younger culture, those who younger than us, they're like, oh man, like that ain't what it is. That's not what it is. It's more of a hip hop era culture. You shouldn't be doing that. The code of the streets, but honestly, the code of the streets has been broken a lot with this generation anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't bring something up that's been violated, in my opinion, right? That's been that invisible contract has been torn up.
Yeah.
And so that's why I look at it like, okay, it is. And then lastly, thirdly, for what you, I can't put too much stock in. I got my own issues going on, so I got to figure out what's next over here. And so let me figure it out and help out. I'm still gonna have my mindset and support others
Mm-hmm.
that need support. Pray for others who need those things, man. Like what's going on in the wildfires, right? Like that's where my mind at. So before this becomes like the biggest news thing, like when you want to talk about the culture, let's talk about the culture with a historic black city in California that's been burned to ruins. Talk
Hmm.
about how we gonna build that up. We done lost too many historic black cities already. Let's go there. So like let's put a little bit of energy there too before we start going on just what the media want to show us. So that's my take, bro. With all of that, man, and speaking of those wildfires, bro, like it's wow, bro. 17 people been charged, which is good. For either arson, looting, or impersonating a firefighter to get into your home and rob you.
Mm.
Not to save you and help you, but just for you to open the door so we can get in and just take what we deem fit and
Yeah.
is suitable for me to steal from you. That's crazy.
Yeah. That is life, bro.
That is crazy, bro. And like I said, that city, out there in California, man, historic black city, man, came fully black populated in the early 1900s from uh a lot of people getting out of the South, man, like the Texas, Louisiana. I know you got roots down there in Louisiana, Mississippi, and so forth. Made their way out there in the early 1900s, set up this town, and 91%, from the 1900s. Was a lady on CBS, five generations, fifth generation, and so those are the things like I will, we should be focusing on and figuring out what's the plan. Obviously, uh, from the politics side on there, people getting a lot of flack because it's out there now that fire budgets got cut 17.4 million, a lot of resources to help out. And then lastly, they're saying legislative is trying to write something up to help rebuild for most cities that lost a profound loss. I hope
Yeah.
this historic black city is on that list. Alatinda, California, just right outside of Pasadena. And so
Hmm.
hopefully that's part of it too. But man, we're talking they're estimating billions, hundreds of billions of dollars of loss. So that's the crazy part,
Yeah.
man. And I shared last night, which I don't know if you saw that in the crew chat, bro, on Messenger. The guy was like, he shared this video. He's like, I ain't conspiracy theorist, but check this video out. And this guy was saying like, every time there's a wildfire somewhere, they're just using that to build new
Hmm.
stuff. He was trying to, he's correlating it with something happened in Australia. He's like they wanted to build like this crazy like infrastructure, and then they talked about it in 2021, and then next thing you know, it's a wildfire, and then the wildfire almost builds the same trail. And he talked about that in Australia, and he was kind of like, hey, they've been saying this new LA, the new thing, the new modern LA. They want to build these infrastructures, and now this wildfire happens. And
Mm.
he was like, conspiracy or no? I don't know what to think, but I mean, hearing that, what do you think, bro?
I mean,
Yeah.
this God is great, bro. That's all I can tell you. I don't
Yeah,
know.
bro. Facts. Ain't no doubt in that, man. Like whatever comes from it comes from it. Like I said, I'm gonna do what I can to try to help, do what I can to pray, and all those good things, man. I'm not gonna pull my hair out. Uh, see, I got the body anyway, so I ain't finna pull my beard out. So I'm not gonna just be going crazy on it, on losing my mind on certain things that are trivial. Like let's get receipts. We talked about that last week. Give me some receipts. Let's see what's going on, and and hope the right people get involved, man. Speaking of losing their mind, TikTok, it's gone, man. We was all sitting down watching the Lions game. We all pulled the phone out. I was like, oh, it's gone. It's closed. They saying
Hmm.
Trump gonna reopen it though. He gonna put the cape on and save it.
Yeah.
But people losing their damn mind. They're
Yeah,
saying they
man.
can't live. I make so much money off TikTok. My whole world is over with. All those things. You know, one influencer put up a GoFundMe because they can't make money anymore. Hearing those things, bro, about TikTok and people losing their mind. And we were talking about it before we went on live, bro. What's your take on TikTok? What's your take on TikTok in general, and what's your take on it not being available anymore?
Man, go get a mother effing job, man. Like people are, man. Humanity is gone, bro. Yeah, crying over a social media app. Like
An app, yeah, it's an app. Yeah.
that's just wild to me. But I mean, TikTok is. I don't know. I don't use it. I know. We got a page on there ran by you, but I don't go on there and use it.
You
To
ain't
be
do.
honest with you, I had a stint of going on there and You just get lost in just nonsense, bro. And next thing you know, you just 2 hours later, and you're like, damn, bro, I've been on this thing for 2 hours just scrolling. And
Hmm.
to me, that's not using my brain productively enough. That I couldn't do it. I had to take it off the phone. So if it's gone or not, I don't know because I don't even have it.
Yeah, it gone.
And it's been a minute since I've had it. So
Yeah, it's gone.
I think people like there's other avenues to make money like the outside of TikTok if that's what you are. If you're a content creator, there's how many other more platforms that you can utilize to do the same thing. You know what I mean?
YouTube, IG. I mean, OnlyFans if that's your
Yeah,
preference. I mean,
bro.
it's like it's there for you to.
They all do the same. Like they all have the
Yeah,
same features.
yeah, no doubt.
I don't know if the payouts are different, but I mean they all do the same thing. So at some point, bro, you just gotta move on, man. Move on to the next app. You know what I mean? It's easy to do. There's another one out there. There's like four more out there that you can
Hmm.
utilize. You know what I mean? Like I've narrowed mine down to really, I still have the Facebook open. I rarely do anything on it. Rarely do anything on Instagram. Just what I mean, my algorithm got too many bikinis and BBLs on it. I was like, yeah, this is
Log out.
too yeah, it's too much, man. It's too much. So I really have migrated more to Twitter. I'm still calling it Twitter. I know it's called X, but
I
to
mean,
me it's
every
still
article
Twitter.
that anybody writes, they say X in parentheses Twitter.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It is what it is, bro.
That's still my app of choice. And it's strictly for not strictly for, but mostly for the news feeds that I have
Yeah,
set up on it. You know what I mean?
it's
My
it's
sports news, my
it's the app
eh,
of choice for major media and even employment. Like if you even apply
yeah,
for a job, you can put it's optional, but you can put your Twitter profile there so they can see like
yeah,
what you're doing and what's going on. Twitter just
yeah.
got my man fired working at that what's that insurance company, financial company.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Talking crazy to that Packers fan. I don't know if you saw that. So
mm-mm.
that was on Twitter. Yeah, he was calling her the C word. It was even when the Packers played the Eagles. He was like, yeah, shut the hell up, you dumb C.
Mm.
F you, you ugly B. And then the guy was like, yo, don't call her that, bro. Man, she is. Look at her, bro. She like a dumb C. He just got saying it.
Yeah, people
So
be getting them Twitter
man pulled
fingers.
that phone up, pulled that phone out, was recording them saying it, and was like, yeah, bro, we got you on cape. I don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go back to Wisconsin. F Green
Mm,
Bay. Stupid C
mm-mm.
word. And then my man put it on Twitter. You know how that people found him. They like, oh, I know
Mm-hmm.
who that is. My man worked
Yep,
there.
yep.
It was
He
like
go.
he gone next day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he gone, bro. We don't, that code of conduct, bro. Representing our company, but just even the derogatory comments you make towards women in
Yeah.
that sense, and being asked to reframe yourself, and you still continue to do it. And they said he got escorted out by Big Dom. And Big Dom put a ban on him. He's not allowed to the link no more.
Yeah. Yeah. See.
Uh, on
So
Twitter.
yeah.
They all came from
Yeah.
Twitter.
So yeah, man. Be careful what you write. Like try to find something else productive to do. Like I've been on
Hmm.
this. I don't know if this is considered productive or not. That's probably not, but it's more brain inducive for me. I've been on these.
The
Now I'm really,
wordscapes.
yeah, I'm really.
Yeah, bro.
I was about to say I'm really sounding old because I'm doing wordscapes like it's
You
Sudoku,
do
bro.
a crossword.
I remember,
The
I
OGs got
remember
that
the
paper.
yeah. So yeah, that's what I mean. But I try to keep my mind occupied off of as much social media as I can withstand. You know what I mean? Like I think you got to find a way to power your brain, bro, before it starts deteriorating. Because we all, what I mean, have to go through some sort of put that out there.
We're
But
gonna go through a phase. We're gonna go through a
yeah,
stage in life.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean. With older age, you start to decline in certain things. So, as much as I can try to do now to prepare my brain to be active, that's what I'm trying to do. Not saying that I don't engage in social media or that you shouldn't. I mean, realistically, we probably should take it all away. To be honest with you, but there's
Yeah.
some good to come from it, I guess. It's
Get where
just,
podcast comes from. It's a pretty great show.
yeah, man.
But trying to be, be like Joe Biden.
Hmm. For real, dog. Like, yeah, you gotta
For
find a
everybody in your
balance.
family turn on you, be like, hey, bro, you gotta go.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta step away, bro. What you doing? You don't be
Exactly.
like Joe. You won't be talking crazy like Jerry Jones either. I'm a man 81. He got a
Exactly.
sound mind over running the business, but only keep talking about what happened in '95. That don't matter to me.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I think 100% agree with you, bro. It's no big deal. But for you to just lose your mind and for you to say, I can't make money no more. This is hurting me. Please, government, Donald Trump, stop this. And then in that same breath say, hey, I hit the link below. I have this GoFundMe page. Bro, go get it.
Yeah.
Like go get it. Find a part two. Find it. What's your second hustle? Like what? Like that's the crazy part, and it's coming out more. More people. If you followed me or you supported me, I'm now opening up this GoFundMe page.
Mm-hmm.
No, bro. Like I paid you just by viewing. You got all that, but now it's not on TikTok. And you just said there's other platforms. Go to YouTube. Go to Instagram, bro. Like the GoFundMe thing was just crazy to me, man. That a lot of quote unquote influencers are asking for that. And you said it last week, the Truman Show. I guess the Truman Show going off air and people don't know what to do. It's an air quote, and there's no slight to them because that was crazy. And I'm glad that
Yeah.
got rectified. But this is like the Truman Show.
Yeah.
Everybody losing their mind. And TikTok for these influencers is like the writers going on strike.
Yeah.
This is what it look like. And they don't know what else to do though. But even though there's other platforms, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
The content's here for you to create. The platforms here is, you know what I mean? You can go on Facebook Live and do all those videos. And I see it all the time. Some people go live, I watch the video, and they have little buttons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't remember my man name because he's real good at that, man. He's a huge Cowboy fan. Scooter Magruder. You ever see that dude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he be on Facebook going crazy. And then there's little things you can, if you want to heart, whatever, like the like button, the heart button, all those things, those turn into like certain things where you can actually donate money
Mm-hmm.
to his content. And he's creating the content because he's a dope content creator. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So then you can watch it there. You still can support him. Like, he ain't on TikTok going crazy. He or on Facebook, still doing his thing.
Right.
It is what it is, man. So I don't know, man. But read a book. It's cool. Just read one page in the magazine, something. Start feeding the brain. But if TikTok don't come back, it's not a big thing, man. There are multiple countries that are without it, which is crazy because China don't even allow people to use TikTok. It's there for educational purposes.
Mm-hmm.
And they it's like, yo, y'all can have all the other shit. Y'all can have
Yeah.
all the other shit. Here y'all go. Y'all can have all of that. But we're gonna focus on here. France as well in 2023 did a TikTok ban. So it's not new. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Australia just did it in last year as well, in 2024. Like
Yeah.
this is not
China has a ban on Twitter in China. Like, you can't use
see
X or
like
Twitter, whatever.
it's not like the end of the world. There's countries who's been walking around just fine.
Percent.
Just fine. I think we as a country, man, we poison our brain. We damn for sure poison our bodies with everything going on, man. It's kind of like, wake up. Sorry, it's a wake up call. It's just one app.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
100%.
if you're mad, let's put your brains together and just create another app instead of waiting on somebody else to do it.
Exactly.
We can go there too. We can go there too. That's definitely my take on that. So if you're mad, yeah, man, find somebody smart. There's another Steve Jobs. There's another Bill Gates in the USA right now.
Yeah. 100%.
They can make another app. There's another Mark Zuckerberg right now in his mama garage. Make an app, bro. Just make another app there for you. And they say, hey, this is what it is. And name it something else. Go crazy with it. You might end up getting a whole bunch of users. And then the government will start coming around. But that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? What's happening with Microsoft? That's what everything. Microsoft got so big, they was like, "Ooh, y'all gotta break this shit up." That's what happens, though. It's all good, but do it.
Yep.
If that's
100%.
okay, do it, bro. So anybody who mad that there's no TikTok and all that, man, use your brains, create something else. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people like jazz or blues, right? Then rock and roll came. People hated rock and roll. Guess what? Hip hop came. You know what I mean? Like it just like create something else. People didn't like hip hop. And then to use your words in our text, dance, electro music came out. Like just keep making something different. It is okay. So I would say, like, to anybody who's mad that something's gone, take it as a challenge for you to be that person to make something different.
I think Aubrey lost me at that point too. By the way,
Dance.
I waited up for that too. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I know. You kept telling us about it. But man, before we go, man, obviously, speaking of that, man, there's rumors swirling that Kendrick's not gonna play Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. Time for Drake. You think he will play it? You think he's gonna get a snippet? You think Wayne still may show up as a guest appearance? Or even the Hot Boys?
I don't see them
Do you
showing
think there's
up.
a New Orleans artist that will be showcased as a feature at the Super Bowl?
Maybe John Batiste, but I don't think there's. Yeah, whatever he play, I don't know. Was he saxophone or something? Whatever it is.
Yeah, John Batiste nice off the piano, bro. Nice with the keys. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know what song he would play. I mean, he can play multiple songs. Play a lot of stuff with the piano. So
yeah, maybe that's cool. Maybe him. But
I still think Wayne shows up, bro. I still think so, bro. Call me crazy. I said it before. I'm the most naive person on the pod out of the three. Yeah. I'm the most. I don't know, man. I just think he might show up, bro, and drop a verse and just chill. I don't know. I just kind of feel it a little bit that Wayne gonna get celebrated. He'll get some flowers for the Super Bowl from Kendrick.
I wouldn't hold my breath on that one, but I'll let you be the positive guy on that note.
Yeah, bro. I think so, man. I think so. So we'll see, man. And I think, like, John Batiste, that'll be a good one. I do think he will have a New Orleans co-star. You know what I'm saying? Just to show up, man. Even if it's just for one song, one set. I think. I think somebody from Louisiana is gonna definitely be represented. So I think it's Weezy. I do like the John Batiste call because, man, yeah, you can definitely do something crazy. He do something crazy off that, bro, with that piano. So I like that. There it is, man, and we'll get DC take on it. You know what I'm saying? Do we think somebody gonna show up from Louisiana, man, on that set with Kendrick, man? We'll get his take on there, man, and we'll see what happens, man. Welcome to the couch with us. To what DC was saying, come on over and sit on this couch with us, bro. We'll see what the off season brings.
It's too early for those jokes, man. Get throat chopped.
He was on the text going crazy. I like, man,
yeah, I ain't responding to that.
I know.
Too early for that.
We over here though, bro. It's all love, bro. We'll see what the off season brings. It's gonna be a fun off season. I hope it is, man. But as always, man, before we wrap, man, I know ain't the best weekend, but what's the words for the people, bro?
Make yourself a priority. Today, do something for yourself that will make you smile.
Facts. Yeah, only you. Yeah, you dictate your happiness for sure. Other people add to it without a doubt, but yeah, you definitely dictate it. That's what's up. Taking that, love it, share it. Somebody need to hear it. You know what I mean? So, with all that, bro, as the homie Rod always enters, man, with 3 words. We gotta end it with 3. Kill the music.